Today we'll be learning how to create textures by looking at a reference image. So we'll start by recognizing the flow and directions of the lines in our reference image. And I'll transfer over to the box with a pencil. This step is quite important, so try to do it as accurately as possible. As you begin drawing, always remember to follow the flow of your guiding lines that you created. And firstly, we will be starting with the darkest areas first, and you will use your thickest pen or marker would be better, to actually outline all the thick lines on your reference image. Always remember to look back at the reference photo as you continue to do your drawing. And because the texture we are creating in this drawing is quite rough and it has a lot of details, so when we draw, we will use lines that are also short and choppy and also not so smooth. For this part, you can see that there are some vertical lines. So we go against the horizontal lines to create cracks. And you can vary the pressure of your pen to create lines of different thicknesses. So you press harder for thick lines and you don't press as hard for thinner lines. Next, we'll be using a thinner pen or marker to build on the details. Here the lines are even more loose, so you need to relax your whole hand so your hand can move freely and we can create more loose lines like this. So these details we are actually adding next to our thick and dark lines that we created with the first marker. And finally, we'll use our thinnest pen to do some stippling and hatching to add in the finest details. So you can see the lines we are using here are very short and they are mostly dots. So when we create the fur over here, we want to use slightly flowy lines. And finally, all we need to do is to use hatching and cross-hatching to adjust the toner values. Because if you look at the reference image, some areas they are still slightly darker. And then we are done.